So on the line we have Brother Asar Gray, and he's with Alke International Services, and they're going to, you've heard the commercials here, the new commercials from them about the Alkenaturals. This is a natural product line, so we want to hear from Brother Asar Gray, so let's bring him on. Okay, Hotep, Brother Asar, how you doing tonight?
Hey, Hotep, how you doing?
I'm all right, brother. I'm all right. Good to talk to you again. So, tell us, we've been playing the commercials, and the commercials sound really good, and the products sound very interesting. So tell us about Alkenaturals.
Okay. First of all, Alkenaturals is actually a subsidiary to Alke International Services. Alke International Services is an import-export company, and we pretty much, as you can see by the name, focus on Africa is our main country of which we import and export products out of. We export several different items like heavy-duty equipment, commodities and things of that nature to Africa as we speak, used shoes, new shoes, clothing, and stuff like that over to Africa. But we import two products, two main products, and that is the Aloe Ferox, which the commercial you have planned at the moment, and another one of our products called Moringa. Moringa and Aloe Ferox, they literally call these two plants and trees, well, Moringa being a tree, they call it the miracle tree, and Aloe Ferox, they call that the miracle plant in Africa. That's what the plants are being called, and here in the States as well. Of course, they've been knowing about these two plants for thousands of years, been used to treat various ailments and different, to provide energy, vitamins, and nutrients for thousands of years. But, of course, we are just aware of some of the benefits of what these products can bring, or these natural products can bring. The actual Aloe Ferox one that you had a commercial that's currently playing, we import that from South Africa. That's the only place in the world that actually is indigenous to South Africa. And a lot of people have heard of aloe vera, and sometimes they get confused and think that Aloe Ferox is aloe vera. It's actually Aloe Ferox, the one we import, which is only indigenous to South Africa, only grows there, and it's actually they consider to be the granddaddy of aloe vera because it's 22 times more potent than aloe vera. So everything that aloe vera, the medicinal purposes as far as for digestive use, the skin care benefits, all types of different things for cleaning out toxins in your body and organs. Aloe vera, that people have known aloe vera to do, Aloe Ferox does it, but do it 22 times better.
Okay. Now, who do you say has known about this for thousands of years?
African ancestors, indigenous folks have been using that. They've been using this product for thousands upon thousands of years.
Okay, now, why do you think in the U.S. people are just starting to learn about this now?
Well, more people are now, especially with the price of health care and everything that's going up, and that people are starting to become aware. The Internet is doing wonders for getting people to become more knowledgeable, just like shows like yours. I mean, I meet more and more people who I forward your information to. You send it during the week. More and more people are coming aware of shows like yours for just all kinds of just intuitive thinking. I mean, lots of websites out here, and people are starting to realize that the drug companies do not have our best interests at hand. So it's up to us to start thinking about taking care and naturally taking care of ourselves. I mean, and they understand that the times are changing. I mean, you can go into Walmart right now, and they got their own natural product section at Walmart. I mean, it's that people know that these natural products, food-based, health-based, medicinal, vitamins are by far more beneficial to you than the substitute alternative drugs that they're giving. See, that's the first thing. One of the things, because myself, I had some health ailments, and that's why I've become very health conscious. I've become very aware, and I've taken acupuncture class. I take naturopathic studies. I do all types of things that naturally take care of myself to try to heal myself for any ailments and things that might be going on. And one of the things that one of my instructors told me is that, first of all, we have to change our mindset. We've been told that natural products is alternative medicine. All right? So, I thought about that. I started doing a little meditation and thought about it. And someone said, do some research on what he's saying. That alternative medicine, the natural products, the herbs, that's the actual real medicine. That's the real medicine. So, I did some research and said, well, when did this whole pill and drug industry pop up? So if you just start doing some Google searching, you'll find out the first drug was not even invented until 1863, and it was bare aspirin. That was the first drug. So
1863?
1863, bare aspirin. And they call it actually the drug cartel.
That's the same year as the Emancipation Proclamation and the first annual Thanksgiving Day held also in the U.S. Okay, so 1863, bare aspirin. Okay,
bare aspirin was the first. That was the first medicine alternative drug to hit the market, because it's alternative because it's not real. That's why I say so. We got to first stop letting the drug industry train our minds to think that when we go take herbs, when we go take, the natural products that God gave us, the Creator gave us to heal ourselves, that's not the alternative medicine. The alternative medicine is those pills you take, and it's the Prozac, it's the Bayer, it's the Tylenol, the Motrin. That's the alternative medicine, because now man has created something that's caused you side effects. If you go take to the natural herbs, if you go take to the natural berries and the fruits and thinking about using the whole 4-scale process of mind, body, spirit, and, community, that's going to help heal you. And that's one of the reasons why I became very prominent and willing to really import these products in to enlighten us, because people who look like me and you, we either have some of the ailments that these two products, Moringa and Aloe Ferox, can really help. I mean, just to give you an idea, the Aloe Ferox just alone is good for such things as constipation, gout, chronic constipation, tennis elbow. It's good for things such as liver toxins, getting liver out your toxins, detoxins outside your liver and your kidneys. And those are some of the benefits of what the Aloe Ferox can do just by themselves. And then also the skincare, it's good for psoriasis, deep dry skin. It's good for, all types of different elements, depending on what the products, because the plant, God is good. God made the entire plant for you to be able to use. So, for instance, the Aloe Ferox, you use the bitter sap. We have aloe bitter crystals. That's one of our main products. Within 24 to 48 hours. If you're constipated, if you're not able to go to the restroom, if you have any kind of toxins or parasites in your system, which if you're not a natural eater, you have them in there. If you're eating meat, you got some steroids in there, unless you're eating maybe some free range, but that's another thing. I don't eat meat, but people who do.
Right.
Unless you're eating free range, right, you're getting some kind of pesticide or some kind of steroids inside of you from that animal. All right. Unless you're eating, raw vegetables, if you're eating processed foods and things, you have pesticides, you have chemicals inside of your body. So if that's the case, you have toxins inside your body. And so the bitter crystals, which is from the sap of the Aloe Ferox plant. I don't know if you ever had ever seen an aloe plant. The Aloe Ferox plant is very similar to the aloe vera, but it's larger and more potent, of course. The aloe vera, if you go to our website at Alkenaturals.com, we actually have a picture on the website. You'll see the Aloe Ferox plant that's 30 feet tall. An Aloe Ferox plant, 30 feet tall. Most aloe vera plants you see probably about 3 or 4 feet tall. That's about as high really as they grow. But the Aloe Ferox plant, on the picture there, it's as tall as 30 feet. So everything in Africa is bigger and better anyway. And the reason why it's more potent, of course, is because of the fact, even the Moringa, when we talk about the Moringa, it grows indigenously 3 places in the world. It's more potent because of the sunlight that Africa brings. The more sunlight shines on Africa than any other place in the world. So, and parts of Africa than any other place in the world. So that's why that green, the sun is that energy. It's that high frequency which the green foods, and that's what the Moringa is able to bring in. But the Aloe Ferox, back to that, the Aloe Ferox plant, the sap that comes off the plant is used to make those aloe bitter crystals. If anybody knows anything, especially Caribbean, they're very familiar with bitter products. Bitter products is really good for cleansing out your colon, cleansing out your intestinal tract. We typically, we go out to vendor events and we give people samples of the Aloe Ferox within 24 to 48 hours, people who have been constipated. Our worst case, we had a lady, she was going to the restroom. She said she was only going to the restroom once a week. Once a week. Within 24 hours. Once a week.
Wow.
She said within 24 hours, after taking the bitter crystals, she had went to the restroom 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And that's these little teeny crystals, I mean, because they take out, and the great thing about it, it's all natural. It's not like some colonics. Like a lot of times people have the colonics going in and just wiping everything out of it. They're taking even some of the bad bacteria, the good and the bad bacteria out. Or either when you get the cleansers that your doctors prescribe to you over the counter sometimes or behind the counter, sometimes they'll take out the good bacteria, the bad bacteria, and cleanse all of that. With Aloe Ferox, it only takes out the bad bacteria. It's going after the bad toxins, things that your body does not want. It leaves the good bacteria in there and the good things that your body needs, because it actually stabilizes your colon. It helps with the movement of your colon, and that's one of the great things about the bitter crystals. And we have a whole other list of products as well. So the leaf of the plant, the Aloe Ferox plant, is used for clearing up toxins and things in your body. And the reason I became aware of it, as I told you, I was taking acupuncture classes, and I had actually bronchitis last year. And so when I was taking acupuncture class, I started talking to my acupuncture instructor, and he told me, had I ever heard of the Aloe Ferox plant? And so I said no. He had told me about being indigenous to South Africa. So I've been going back and forth to Africa, so I was very aware of some because of the Moringa, that I was aware of the Moringa. So I was very aware of, the benefits of some herbs over in Africa. And he had told me about the Aloe Ferox. Well, I had acid reflux from the bronchitis. I had caused some problems in my throat where I had acid reflux. And the doctor had prescribed to me Nexium. You've probably seen that commercial on TV. I was taking Nexium I've been taking Nexium for 2 months for the acid reflux. I still had the acid reflux. It would help control it, but I was on it for about 2 months and still had the acid reflux. 2 weeks after starting to take the Aloe Ferox tea, which is from the leaf of the Aloe Ferox plant, I was off the Nexium. And I have not had any acid reflux problems since taking the Aloe Ferox tea. And I take it every day. Every day I take the Aloe Ferox, I take the aloe bitter crystals, and I take the Moringa, which, Moringa, as we switch over to that, they call that the miracle tree. And the reason they call it the miracle tree because Moringa has over 90 different vitamins, minerals, and nutrients in it. It has 18 of the 20 amino acids that you need in your body. And that's one of the reasons why they call it a miracle tree, because the entire plant, from the root all the way to the leaf, can be used for some type of medicinal or nutritional purposes. And they've done research on it. If you go to our website, and listeners want to go to our website and check out our website and click on the Moringa or the Aloe Ferox, so if you click on the Moringa page, I actually have studies on there that the National Institute of Health, which is the government's research-led hospital in Bethesda, Maryland, has done research on Moringa. And on their website, which if you go there, it takes you, the link from our site will take you to the National Institute of Health's website. They talk about Moringa being beneficial to help ailments such as diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, migraines, kidney stones, tumors, all types of different ailments. And this is what they say, some of the comments. Moringa will reduce the effects of high blood pressure. Moringa will reduce the effects of high cholesterol. That's on their site. That's not even me saying it. So sometimes, people can't make claims about nutritional products. I don't have to make any claim. I say, go look at the government's website and see what their study said. This is their conclusion says Moringa will. I didn't say that. Their conclusion said that. And then we also have on the site, John Hopkins had done some research on Moringa.
And give your website again, because people in the chat room asking for your website again. Give that website again.
Okay. It's www.alkenaturals, A-L-K as in kilo, naturals.com. That's alkenaturals.com. And for those who are not familiar, we came up with the name Alkenaturals and Alkenaturals from Alke, At times, people have called Africa Alke, part of the African being named, land of the blacks, Alkenaturals, when you look at that, and back in the history of some of the names of what Africa has been called in the past. So that's what we came up with the name Alkenaturals as being the health line from the Alkenaturals International Services. So that's some of the benefits of what Moringa and Aloe Ferox can do. We got testimony at the testimony. You go to the website, you see some of the testimonies. One of the testimonies, I could tell you just right now, recently, you had a client about 3 weeks ago. He sent me a text. He had gained 60 pounds when his wife got pregnant. So him and his wife gained 60 pounds together. She gained 60 pounds, he gained 60 pounds. All right, so he was dedicated. So after they had
what did he attribute that to? What did he attribute that to, the weight gain?
Sitting there and eating with his wife.
Okay.
And not exercising. That's why he gained. He contributed to him just losing focus and gaining. I mean, he was already a semi-big boy already. He was already 300 plus pounds at that time. So, well, we met him. He was like 366 pounds, 366. And so we told him about the Moringa and told him about the Aloe Ferox. I said, take them both in combination, because what the Moringa would do, it's going to provide that green energy that you need. It's the green food. They call Moringa a superfood. And so it's going to provide you that energy. It's going to provide you the vitamins and nutrients. It's going to get your body movement. And then I said, take these Aloe Ferox crystals, because at that weight, he's constipated, without a doubt. He has lots of toxins in his body, so he was taking the crystals and Aloe Ferox. In 2 months, he sent us a picture. He sent us a split picture of him prior to taking the Moringa and Aloe Ferox, and 2 months later, he lost 50 pounds in 2 months. He sent us a picture. And he sent us a picture holding his baby when he was 366, newborn baby. And he just sent us a picture where now, and he is at like I say, he lost 50 pounds later, 2 months. He sent us a picture to update to show how small he looked, smaller he looked holding his baby. But, I mean, he's on his way. I mean, we had clients lose 20 pounds within 3 weeks. And this is not to be used as, like we say, a weight loss game. We're not saying it's weight loss. But what happens is, when you start taking Aloe Ferox and Moringa, most people are constipated. And I say most people think that they don't understand or think they're constipated sometimes because they might go to the restroom once a day. I was on Hampton University's radio station in August. I was on their natural, every Friday they have a natural healthcare show on the Hampton University, because I'm here in the Hampton, Virginia area. And they had me on their show talking about the Moringa. And the naturopathic doctor has said that most people are constipated. And he says, I get a lot of clients that say they think because they go to the restroom once a day that they're regular. And he said, well, do you eat 3 times a day? He said, if you eat 3 times a day, that means you had 21 meals a week, right? 7 days a week, you had 21 meals. Well, if you only go to the restroom once a day, then that means you only got rid of 7 meals. What happened to the other 14?
Right.
The other 14 are inside of you. So if you're not getting rid of those other 14 meals, because your body's not using up all that energy, especially if you're not eating natural products or you're not eating, if you're eating toxins and pesticides. So you're constipated. You should go to the restroom 45 minutes to an hour every night. I'm actually at the moment, I'm reading this book. It's a very good book. It's called Not Out of Africa by Ra-Un Nefer Amen. I mean, Not Out of Greece, sorry, by Ra-Un Nefer Amen.
Not out of Greece, yeah.
Not out of Greece. And he references the Eber's papyrus. These are actually some of the earliest papyrus papers found from over in Kemet, where they actually logged down medical treatments and cures. And the Kemetians believe that there were 2 main reasons for all ailments. And the number one reason was a detoxified digestive system. They said if you have a detoxified digestive system, it actually causes majority of the ailments that people have, but then also a detoxified kidney and liver, because these 2 organs are the main cleansers for your body, the kidneys and your liver. So your intestinal tract is to take you the nutrients you need and to get rid of the ones you don't. That's your small intestine, brings you the nutrients you need to your body. Your large intestines are to get the things that you don't. Well, when most people are constipated, they now got all the stuff that your body tried to eliminate, but you can't eliminate it because you're constipated. So now it leaches into your body, the toxins, the diseases, all the bad things that use, the pesticides, all the parasites from maybe the meat and animals that didn't process through your body. All that's now leaching into your body, and now you're wondering why you're getting sick. Now you're wondering why you got spots on your face. Now you're wondering why your skin's messed up. Now you're wondering why you're gaining weight, because you're constipated. And that's the reason why, and because these things and these ailments are not getting out of your body. And that's what the Moringa and Aloe Ferox would do to help bring those type of healings to you in a natural sense. So you can not only bring the vitamins and nutrients to your body, but also to eliminate the waste that your body does not want.
Okay, interesting. Okay, if you have a question or comment for Brother Asar, give us a call. Area code 914-338-1375. 914-338-1375. Press the number 1 key, put you in queue so we can bring you on the air. Okay, now when people go to your website, Alkenaturals, to find out information about Moringa, where should people go on your website?
When they go to the website, if you look at the top, you'll see where it says at the top, Moringa products and Aloe Ferox products. Or they can go to what we deliver, and they can go there and see all the products that we have for the Moringa and the Aloe Ferox. So that's there, as well as all the research information. I wanted everybody to be able to research this information. I actually put some research the Discovery Channel had done. There's a video, about an hour-and-a-half long video Discovery Channel had done on Moringa. And then there's two other videos. There's two other videos that, and of course the Discovery Channel doing these research studies in Africa, right? So you know that.
Right.
And then there's this Swiss company who did the studies on Moringa. They got a 2-part video. It's actually about hour and a half, 2 hours long as well. They did research. I mean, they just talking about all the wonders that Moringa can do. Matter of fact, just to kind of give you an idea, one of the other parts of the tree is the Moringa seeds, which we sell, which is very hard for most people to get in the States. So I'm able to get that because I'm a direct, like I said, we had an import-export company. We get our products directly from Africa. That's where we get our products from, because we're trying to, one, build commerce back and forth between Africa, because that's my focus, and that's why I focus with doing trade back and forth. But the Moringa seeds in the video that the Swiss company had done on Moringa, they were over there trying to help with some of the water problems, because, you know, if you've ever been to Africa, you know, a lot of problems they have in Africa, and some of the, especially the indigenous areas or the bush areas, they call it, is water purification. They have a problem with getting, you know, fresh drinking water. So the the Swiss team was over there, and they had used the Moringa seeds. That they wanted to do studies on Moringa seeds and saw that the Moringa seeds are actually good for purifying the water. Now, all right, so when they did those studies on that, they took some Moringa seed oil, then they used the seeds, and they actually put it on one of those Petri dishes, the Streptococcus virus, the virus that people do when they get strep throat. So they used a regular antibiotic that they use for strep throat, and then they used the Moringa seed on the Petri dishes from the Streptococcus virus. They actually had the virus on the 2 Petri seeds. They ran it through their little infusion machines I'm not a scientist, so I'm just on one of those little infusion machines. And they came back, and the one that had the antibiotic still had traces, not large, but traces of the Streptococcus virus. The one that had the Moringa seed oil on it had no Streptococcus virus bacteria in the seeds at all. Totally gone.
Wow.
So over in some of the countries, some of the various countries, they use the Moringa seeds as a way of purifying the drinking water that they can use. And actually, we have a video. If people, matter of fact, there's a video out there I sent on my newsletter list. But if you Google Moringa seed purifying water, it'll pop up on YouTube. And you'll see where they take 4 little Moringa seeds and they take water out of the Nile River. They take the seeds, crush it up, and put it in the water, and they stir it in, and they put it in the Nile River, and they did a time elapse, and I think the time elapse was like 4 hours, and the water cleared up from the Nile River, from the Moringa seed. And so the reason why I say that, this is not just we got purified water, but what is our body made 75% of? Water.
Water.
So if you ingest,
I think it's more than that. I think more like 80, 85%, something like that.
All right, so
water.
Now, so the Moringa seeds, you eat the seeds. And we have the different recipes. You can roast the seeds. You can do different things. You can put it in the soup. Now that seed is going to help with you purify the water in your system. So that's one of the benefits. We have the seeds. We sell those as well. So it's me just kind of going back and forth, bringing the Moringa seeds, and the Moringa products out. Because that's how I just tell you personally, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease a long time ago. And so that's how I became aware of Moringa. So back and forth with my travels, I knew that Moringa was indigenous to only 3 places in the world: India, Africa, and South America. Now, you'll have other countries, people say they have it, but it's not indigenous to those countries. And by far, the Moringa in Africa is more potent than any of the other places. So I was buying mine from India because I didn't know any better. But when I started traveling to Africa for my business, I became aware because I happened to leave my Moringa here in the States when I went on one of my trips. So when I was over there, I was asking some of my business partners, I said, I left my Moringa in the U.S., and I know Africa is one of the indigenous places where Moringa grows. Do you know where I can get some here? And this is when I was in Ghana. And they said, yeah, brother. They said, yeah, brother, look right there. It's the plant right there. That's the tree right there. No, the tree was 20 feet in front of me. I didn't know what it was because all I'm used to seeing is the powder because that's what I've been purchasing.
Oh, okay, right.
They showed me a moringa tree right there. And so we went and grabbed a couple of the branches off. I took it back to my hotel room and where I was staying, and I boiled it. But then I said, well, hold up. If moringa said, do y'all have a farm or somewhere I can get moringa to take back? And so when I, was over there, I saw a moringa farm. It was like 10 acres of nothing but moringa trees. And this is where they actually farm it. And so that's how I started the import business, because I wanted to be able to get this product back to the States that some people have been aware. It's been around in the States for a little while, but it hasn't gotten the attention. It's starting to get the attention now to the masses, but the benefits that can do. I mean, no joke, I've had clients who've called me that had high blood pressure, had diabetes, had high cholesterol, and they started using this, and they're like, man, my stuff is better. I'm off my cholesterol medicine. I don't take my blood pressure medicine more. I'm going to tell you personally, my 87-year-old grandmother was on cholesterol medicine for 7 years, high cholesterol. 4 months after taking the moringa, she's not on her cholesterol medicine anymore. The doctor took her off of cholesterol medicine, said she doesn't need it.
Wow.
4 months.
Now,
she
let me
was
ask
on
you
for
this.
7 years.
Right. Now, let me ask you this now. How much, when we look at moringa, how much should someone take per day, and what is the cost of moringa when people purchase it from your website? Like, what's the cost like?
All right. Well, first of all, people go and register on our website. We have monthly specials all the time. As a matter of fact, I'm going to name a special for people on your show. I'm going to actually give a 25% discount on anybody who calls in, who goes to the website and purchases from our website. They'll get a 25% discount, and that access code, that discount code would be AHN 25 off. One word.
AHN 25 off.
25 off. Okay, so they'll be able to get a 25% discount from on any of our products on our website for just because they are a African History Network listener, and they'll always have that 25% discount because I'm gonna keep that on for the African History Network. So that'll be there for the next 3 months. They'll be there for the next 3 months. They'll be there just like that. So, as far as the daily usage for the recommended daily usage, the minimum is like 1 to 2 teaspoons a day. Yeah, 1 to 2 teaspoons a day when you talked about the moringa powder. As far as the actual crystals, the Aloe Ferox crystals, it could be anywhere from, I tell people start with 2 to 3 little crystals, and the crystals are small. If you think about those old wooden matchsticks, it's about the size of the head of one of those little old wooden matchsticks. So it's real tiny crystals. You'd be amazed what these little tiny crystals can do. As far as the cost, is $20 for a 30-day supply, $20 for a 30-day supply. And if you do the math on that, I'll give you an example. My uncle has diabetes, which I've tried to get him to use moringa products, but he's stuck in his ways because, one, he don't want to start smoking, he don't want to stop eating the bad food. But I got the cost of what he was taking for his needles, right? He takes 2 of those diabetic needles twice a day, all right? Each needle costs $10. Okay? $10 per needle now. That's the cost it would cost if he didn't have medical insurance. Of course he has medical insurance. But that's just, somebody's paying for that medical, insurance. Even that's paying for it. But there's a cost that comes back around.
So he uses 2 needles twice a day?
Yeah, he takes 2 needles twice a day and pumps it in his stomach. The diabetic.
And they're $10 a piece?
The $10 a piece. That's what each needle costs.
So that's $600 in a month?
Yes. But of course he has insurance.
Wow.
Take some of that cost, but it doesn't really take the cost when they increase the insurance and the headaches that we're going through right now because people can't afford the health care, right? But at the same time, he doesn't want to change his diet, doesn't want to start smoking, he's overweight. He's already lost one leg. I'm just telling you this from a personal standpoint. And I'm like, sometimes we got to take our health in our own hands. And that's why here, now you talk Moringa, you can get a 30-day supply for $20 that we sell it for. And like I said, we have specials on them. The cost of 2 needles, right? And it's a 30-day supply. And it's going to help you. And like I said, you do the research out there, you'll see. We got clients that talk about the energy that provides them. We talk about, like I said, the weight gain, the weight loss and the other benefits that they get from it, being able to get off their medicines. Of course, it involves you changing your diet, you getting smarter and taking care of yourself. Like right now, I'm reading one of Queen Afua's books. It talks about, you are what you eat. Realize that the food that you put in your body, that's the energy that you put in your body. Flesh and all those things, that's the energy you put in your body when you put dead animals in your body. When you put green things, right, the things that have the highest frequency, which what Moringa is one of those plants that have some of the highest frequency, that's the energy that you put in your body. You want to put live, you want to put energetic, high-frequency items into your body, and that's what you're doing when you put natural products in like Moringa and like Aloe Ferox and like the other many wonderful thousands of different herbs and natural remedies that we have out here. I mean, that's where it's at. When we want to take care of ourselves as a people, we got to take care of ourselves personally. We got to take care of ourselves. So again, it's the most expensive item we have on our website is the Aloe Ferox drink. It's $25. I mean, that one's, again, that's very good. That's good for people with diabetes as well. And like I said, I got this stuff from being over there. And this is when I go to Africa over there, there's not one, it's actually, sometimes it's good. They don't have all the hospitals and all the things that we have. People aren't dependent on drugs. When people get sick, they go out to the trees. They go out and get the neem plant. People want to know what's good for high blood pressure, things what's good for you, another plant. Look up the neem plant. Go look up, like I said, Moringa plant. If you go do research on Moringa, it's going to be few products that you will not see anything bad about. You will not find, I guarantee you won't find anything bad about Moringa. Even to example.
Right now, what was the name of that first plant that you said before Moringa? What was the name of that?
Neem, Neem.
Oh, neem, Neem.
Yeah,
okay.
They use that one over in Africa quite a bit too, the neem plant. I mean, those are some other great plants that are very good for fighting different ailments. When you get a headache, you got, a kind of bacterial infection and things of that nature. Those are
and it also looks like we have a couple of callers as well. So we want to try, because we're going to have a few minutes left in this segment, so we want to try to squeeze those in as well. But go ahead and finish that thought.
No, I'm saying that's just, I was just saying that's some of the benefits of these plants out here. We just got to educate ourselves and take care of ourselves.
Absolutely. Okay, we'll go to the 313, then the 617 area code. We may have a call from the 862. Let's get to these quickly. Call in the 313. Tell us your name, where you're calling from.
Hotep, my brother Mike.
313, are you there? How you doing? This is Frank.
Hotep, my brother Mike. Yes, sir. How are you?
All right. How
you
doing, brother?
Very good. If you could, when you guys pronunciate,
Frank?
I didn't hear.
Frank, are you still there? His line is still live. Frank. Hey, Frank, if you're on the cell phone, hit the mute button. We can't hear you. Okay, his call dropped. Okay, but we'll just make sure we pronunciate and spell those names of those plants also. Okay, let's go quickly to the 617. Call on the 617. Tell us your name, where you're calling from.
Greetings, Sister Sunshine, calling out of Massachusetts.
Hey, Sister.
How are you this evening?
How you doing, Sister? You all right?
I am excellent, and this is wonderful to learn all this hard work this brother has put his business together. This is outstanding. And I can't help but ask, are you looking for wholesalers, someone to distribute your products in different regions?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We just give us a call, and we have a wholesale opportunity for those folks that want to wholesale and a wholesale price list and all as well.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. Been looking for contact for the Moringa, and I'll definitely be reaching out to you. Now, I'm on your page right now. I see a phone number, 877-945-5580. Or do you have a better way to reach you?
Yeah, I'll give you my cell phone number. It's 520 360
Uh-huh.
8120.
Okay, can I have your name again, please?
It's Asar, A-S-A-R.
Oh, thank you so much. Peace and blessings. Much success to you.
All right, peace and blessings to you too.
Okay.
Look forward to hearing from you.
Okay, so Sunshine. Okay, thanks. Okay, yeah, this is something that, you know, I should look at because, see, when I'm at different events as a vendor, like here in Detroit, this is something that I can market also.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
See, I have a lecture coming up December 14th, man. Okay, so
yeah.
definitely. Let's see, we may have, okay, looks like we have a call from the 810. I'm sorry, from the 510. We'll try to go to them and we'll check with the 862, see if they have a question. Now, on Facebook, the Anthony L. Ellis, he asked, where is this business located?
Our home office is in Hampton, Virginia, in the Hampton Roads area.
Okay, Hampton, Virginia. Okay. All right, so hopefully you heard that, DeAnthony. Okay, let's try the 862 quickly. Let me see something here. Okay, calling the 862. Did you have a question or comment or just listening?
Yes, I'm Calvin out of Jersey. Hotep Brothers. I just want to ask the website again because I'm trying to go on it on my phone and it's not going through. Can I have the website again? I'm sorry.
Okay, yes, yeah. And it redirects. It redirects you also, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
It's www.alke, A-L-K-E, naturals.com.
Got it.
Okay, and it's going to it'll redirect you, Calvin. When you go to the website, it'll redirect you to alkenaturals.com, and you'll see the information on the home page of the website. It says Alkenaturals International Services because I'm on the website right now.
Okay, I'm going on right
now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, brother. Okay, Hotel. Thanks for calling. Thanks for calling,
brother.
Okay. Okay, peace. Let's go to the we'll go to the 5110, and then we have a caller from the 843 also. Just okay, so let's see quickly here. Okay, calling the 510. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, did you have a question or comment?
Yeah, I had a quick question. I wanted to know if there were any other African products that the brother could recommend, because as black men we tend to get razor bumps and have other issues with our skin complexion that that's kind of hard to clear up. And I wanted to know if there was anything that he sold that he could recommend for the listening audience.
Oh yeah, I mean I can tell you basically. I can tell you two things actually. One. A lot of times look at the razor bumps. Even just for skin ailments and stuff, look at your lungs. From an acupuncture, like I said, I'm an acupuncture student, and one of the things I learned from a spiritual, holistic standpoint, a lot of time when people have problems with their skin, it's a problem with their lungs. So first of all, check it, make sure you don't smoke, make sure you're breathing right. Like Queen Afua says, taking deep inhale breaths. Meditation is very good for that to help your lungs out, and that's going to help probably clear up a lot of things with your skin. So think about that from a Chinese or an African, because they learn acupuncture from our African brothers and sisters. Your lungs, it might be something to think about there when it comes to that. A lot of people with ailments for asthma have skin problems. But one of the products that we have is the Aloe Ferox. Aloe Ferox is very good for skin because, again, aloe vera, the gel of the aloe vera plant is what they use for skin ailments. We have on our website, you'll see we have some gels. The Aloe Ferox is from the bitter crystals from the gel itself, from the bitter gel of the Aloe Ferox plant. It's very good for dry skin. I have what the condition they call pseudofolliculitis. That's people that have razor bumps and skin problems. And I actually had that condition, and I actually used that gel on my skin, and my skin is nice and clear. I mean, it works very well, especially the Aloe Ferox gel that we have on our website. That'd be very good for that.
Okay, that's so on the website, that's the Aloe Ferox gel for pseudofolliculitis. And what that is the hair, like when you shave, when that hair grows back, it goes back into like the hair follicle, and then you get the hair bump, okay, as opposed to just coming straight out. And since for African American men, since our hair is a different texture, we deal with those issues, whereas other ethnic groups may not deal with that issue. Okay, so on your website, when we go to Aloe Ferox products, if we click on the link towards the top of your website, and then it has information on the aloe story, where do we actually find that gel that you were talking about?
You see right there where it says at the top, it says store. If you go into
store,
the store,
okay.
Yeah, if you go into the store. And that's why you see the Alkenaturals site. We're actually working on our website, matter of fact, at the moment, to just go straight to be just Alkenatural products where we have the recipes and all types of different things. So one of the things for folks, when you go in there, you can either send us an email, go to our contact us page, send us an email. We'll add you to our newsletter list because every month I send out great information. I send out a recipe and a drink of the month. So like with the moringa, I'll send out recipes on how to use the moringa in a smoothie or how to use it in natural food. Like last month's recipe was the moringa veggie chili. I showed folks how to use the moringa to make a vegetable chili, and it was a great dish. And last month's drink was a moringa pineapple coconut smoothie. So we send out recipes so people can know how to use the products in your foods and your drinks so you can, switch up, so provide some variety in your life, so you feel like you're doing the same thing every day and make it good for you. So if you go into the store and you'll see there the list of products, and then you can click on the Aloe Ferox products or the Moringa products, and you can see if you click on the Aloe Ferox products, you'll see right there it says the aloe bitter gel. And that's the one that's really good for people with alopecia colitis. Yeah, it's very good for high bitter. That aloe bitter gel is a 50-to-1 concentration of the aloe bitter gel, so it's almost as very, very potent. So it works very well. With,
let's get this last call in from the 843. Call in the 843. Tell us your name. Where you calling from?
Greetings. My name is Eddie. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you, Eddie. Go ahead, brother. Where you calling from, Eddie?
Yes, I'm calling from South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay. Go ahead.
Yes,
Do you have a question or comment?
Family. Yeah, I've been taking the moringa for a while, and I still kind of dabble with certain meats. I don't eat chicken, but anyway, I do dabble with certain meats. But anyway, occasionally the moringa makes me kind of gassy. I do tend to take it also on an empty stomach, and I was wondering, does it matter?
I've noticed also sometimes that could make you a little gassy, but that's with that Aloe Ferox. You take the Aloe Ferox tea, the Aloe Ferox tea will help with that. Because sometimes, like you said, taking on an empty stomach can make you gassy. If you take it with your food, like for me, I wake up in the morning, I have first thing I do just to help you out with that gas problem. If you do this, I think it might help because I don't have that issue ever since I started doing that. Again, I told you I do naturopathic care and acupuncture. Try to drink a glass of distilled water with a fresh lemon in it. And so that would have your stomach, it wakes your stomach up and gets your gas and things in your body and your digestive tract working. And I think if you do that, it might help you as well. But if you still have the gas problems, the Aloe Ferox tea, that's very good for gas because that's the outside leaf of the Aloe Ferox plant. And see, from that leaf of the plant, that's what they use for gas. Like, for instance, I'll give you a prime example. A lot of people you ever ate cabbage before? A lot of people get gassy when they eat cabbage. Why? Because a lot of people, when they cook cabbage, they don't eat the outside of the cabbage. Okay? Well, God fixed that right away. If you ate the inside of the cabbage, the heart of the cabbage, that would tail off the gas because that's the part of the cabbage that fights the gassy part that the outside of the leaf is going to create from you. So that's why the Aloe Ferox plant, like they said, remember we call the Aloe Ferox plant the miracle plant and the moringa the miracle tree. Because there's actually, if you go into the John Hopkins study that's on my website, if you look at the bottom of the study, they'll tell you the different parts of the moringa plant. And there's a part of the moringa plant that's good for gas.
Wow.
So you might be just taking the leaf because when the leaf is good for certain things, the seeds is good for certain things. The pod of which the seed comes in is good for certain things. The bark of the tree is good for certain things. The gum of the tree is good for certain things. So if you might be having gas or maybe causing because you might be eating a leaf, then you could take another part of the moringa plant that would fight the gas.
Wow, awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask one more question. As far as your moringa, Is it all in one, or do you have them separated also?
What do you mean all in one? It's all 100% Moringa, if that's what you mean?
No. I would never say that. I would never ask that question. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's 100% pure. But, okay, is the leaf and the bark separated? I see you sell the seeds, but I'm just saying, as your Moringa product itself, is that just the leaf, or is that just, like they say, the 20 ounce like you were speaking of earlier?
Yes, that's just the leaf. The powder, when you get the powder, that's just the leaf. Okay, that's the leaf of the plant when you see the powder. We have also, like I said, the seeds. And so the seeds, of course, that's from a different area of the plant. Now, I can get the other elements, but I just go for, demand and market, because most people don't use the other part of the plants.
Right.
But where I get mine directly from a Moringa farm. There's no in-between guy between me and the farm. And I've visited the farm, and that's why when we have the Alkenaturals site come out, I'm going to actually have pictures up on the website where people will be able to see the farm and me on the farm, so they can see me, actually there, so they can see how it's grown, and just to see our African brothers and sisters in there picking it out and working the field. Because actually the place where I get the Moringa from, the farm is actually a part of the university. So that's why you see a big university. They actually are teaching this. They're doing agricultural studies on how to best grow the Moringa. Some of the benefits, again, they use it in the community to help fight a lot of the ailments. Like, I give you a prime example, all right? Think about this. The next time you see a baby that's constipated, okay? All right? My mate, her grandson was 5 months old, okay? He was 6 months old. Okay, and that's when she started picking him up. And so he would come to us from his parents using Similac. They got the Similac powder that everybody uses.
Oh,
so
no.
He would come to us constipated, and we'd be like, this poor baby, his stomach would be all hard. He hadn't used the bathroom. He's crying, and we messing with his feet. Trying to make him go to the stomach, the little exercises you see on TV. So. Of course, knowing, when you see some of the research studies on Moringa, they talk about they use it for the breastfeeding mothers to help give nutrition to the moms, to get nutrition to the baby, because Moringa is very good for nutrition for babies. And so we started putting 1/4 teaspoon of Moringa in his bottle once a day when he would stay with us. No joke, within less than 24 hours, the baby was starting to use the bathroom. He was going to the restroom after he ate, just like he's supposed to. He wasn't constipated, so we started giving him Moringa powder to his mother and his father, and said, hey, y'all need to put this Moringa powder, at least 1/4 teaspoon once a day in a bottle, only once a day, 1/4 teaspoon in the baby bottle, starting at about 5 to 6 months. Cleared up the constipation from the baby.
Wow.
Because a lot of babies get that constipation because they're not using, of course, the breast milk. They're getting this fake milk, just like we get fake stuff out here that makes us constipated. That's why we get constipated. We're not eating natural foods.
Yeah, that's similar.
The same thing happens to the baby. You wonder why your baby constipated and crying, got a hurt stomach, got colic, because you're feeding them Similac.
And it's not real.
Exactly.
It's like a lot of those other products with the red banners, let's just say. There's no need in calling their names, but any place you go in that has a red banner, they're definitely selling you poison.
Right.
Absolutely. Okay, brother, thanks for calling in, okay?
I esteem and appreciate you, family. All right. Thanks, Mike.
Okay, peace. Keep listening. Okay, brother. Sorry. Before we leave, give people that website once again and tell them what that code is for the discount for African History Network leaders, listeners.
Okay. That website again is www.alkenaturals.com. That's ALK as in kilo, naturals.com. And if you go in there, click on the Moringa and the Aloe Ferox at the top, product information. And if you want to go in the store and purchase, just click on the store link that's on the website. That code for the African History Network listeners is AHN 25 off, and that's all one word. So when you go to the store to finish your sale, just click on AHN 25 off, and that'll be a 25% discount for all AHN listeners. Okay?
Okay. All right. Well, look, brother, it's been great having you on, and I'll be in touch, man. A lot of good information, and then we'll have you back on next month also, okay?
All right. All right, brother. Y'all take care.
Okay, brother. Hotel. Have a good night.
All right.
Okay, peace and blessings, brother. Hotel. All right, family. So check that out, alkenaturals.com. Brother Asar Gray. And if you would like to advertise with African History Network, our show is steadily growing. We have a few thousand listeners across the country and around the world, but also on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/MJRob1914. We have over 560 video clips on our YouTube channel and over 12,000 subscribers. We have videos that have been viewed, 20, 30,000 times, and we post excerpts of our shows on our YouTube channel to expose you to customers across the country and around the world who may not listen to the show, but they're starting to. I just posted a clip yesterday morning, so today is Thursday. Wednesday morning, about 1 a.m. it uploaded. Okay, it's a clip promoting my lecture, December 14th, Should African Americans Celebrate European Holidays, the History of Christmas. So you can see that there's like a 26-minute clip. So the last time I checked, it was about maybe 2 hours ago, it had been viewed 670 times and has been up less than 48 hours. Okay, so that's the type of response we get on our YouTube channel. So when you advertise with us, we take excerpts of the show, which will also include, your commercial in that excerpt, and you get exposed to people all across the country and around the world. So if you want to advertise with us, email us at theahnshow@gmail.com, theahnshow@gmail.com, or give us a call, 313-462-0003, 313-462-0003. We have low-cost advertising that can definitely help with your service or your product or event. Okay, and we'll also post information on our Facebook like page, the African History Network. We have over 10,000 followers on our like page, and we'll post it on Twitter and on our website as well. Okay, so it's a lot that we offer. This is listener-supported radio, so the only way we're able to do what we do, continue to do the research, pay the bills, things of that nature, is by, number one, with our advertisers, and number two, you go into our website, theafricanhistorynetwork.com, and we have DVDs there purchasing that helps support us also. But we want to support you as well. Okay, we have to support African-American-owned businesses. That's something that we promote here on the show. And also on our website, theafricanhistorynetwork.com. Recently, the last couple of weeks, I posted a book list. So over on the left-hand side where it has the tabs, click on book list. It has over 55 books, suggested reading for you. And also click on the link, click on the tab that says solution, because we provide solutions that you can implement to solve, to address the root problem and deal with symptoms of the problem also. Because there are only two root problems that we have: European white supremacy and racism, and we don't understand what it is and how it works is number one. Number two, we've been stripped of African history and culture. We were stripped of it because of European white supremacy and racism. Everything else that we're dealing with are symptoms of those root problems. But we have solutions on our website under the Solution tab. And also there are links to articles that can help empower you as well. So there's a lot of resources on our website, theafricanhistorynetwork.com. You can sign up for our email newsletter there. It goes out 2 or 3 times a week, and we have a lot of news articles in our newsletter also. Right on the home page, you can sign up for our email newsletter. You can sign up for our text message. And you can join us in the chat room right now at Blog Talk Radio, blogtalkradio.com/The African History Network Show, blogtalkradio.com/The African History Network Show, and follow us on Blog Talk as well, okay, because that updates you on the show, helps create a network. So click on the follow button on Blog Talk also. Okay, I've got to give a shout out to some of the people in the chat room: Sister Adila, Anita TA5, Anthony Morel, Detro, Sister Sunshine, James Bell Jr. X, Kwame, Pianki, Rob Bell 239, and just a few of the people in the chat room. You can join us there. You listen to the African History Network show. In our next hour, we'll be joined by Abayomi Ezekwe, editor of the Pan-African Newswire. We're going to talk about the legacy of Nelson Mandela. For those that don't know, former South African leader, and President Nelson Mandela died today, age 95, so we'll talk about that. We'll deal with some little-known facts about Nelson Mandela and his change in philosophy. We'll talk about the ANC, a number of different things. So we're going to get to a good discussion. We'll be back in a few minutes. You listen to the African History Network show.
So, what do you do now? Bills, vacation, college, retirement. You know the money is not there. Ignoring your situation will only make it worse, and a second job is out of the question. Well, there is a revolution going on, and it is not being televised. Millions of viewers and billions of dollars are leaving traditional TV and migrating to the Internet. A change you may know about is the fact that the Internet is giving a voice to average people that never had a voice before. What you may not know is that this revolution is presenting an opportunity for everyday people like you to create additional income that can make a huge difference in your life. UIN can position you to get paid on movies, subscription services, and more. You can go from being part of the mass of spectators to being a player who gets paid. To find out how you can be a part of this movement before the window of opportunity closes, go to www.uinmovies.com. That's uinmovies.com, and click the opportunity link and get involved today.
Has your 401k turned into a 201k? Are you getting double-digit returns on your investments, or are you stuck with getting 1 to 3% in the bank while the bank turns around and gets double-digit returns on your money? Would you like to know how you can get a minimum guaranteed 10 to 15% rate of return on your investments by using those often unused IRS tax strategies? G&G Associates Tax and Financial Consulting Services is a black-owned business focused on easing our clients' mind on their tax and financial matters. We focus on educating and increasing our clients' tax and financial IQ by showing them how to make their money work hard for them instead of them working hard for their money. Visit our website at www.gngassociates.net and sign up for a free tax and financial e-newsletter on our homepage. And contact us for a free 1-hour tax and financial consultation, a $200 value. We service clients anywhere in the world. Again, that website is www.gngassociates.net, or you can call and set up your free consultation at 877-220-8333. Hotep. Peace and blessings.
Visit Nandy's Knowledge Cafe, where knowledge is power. Nandy has a wide selection of African history and African American history books on all different subjects, including books by Dr. Walter Williams, The Historical Origin of Islam and the Historical Origin of Christianity. She also has space available for your next party or event, and she's the home to many African-centered activities and lectures in the Detroit area. Don't forget to check out her food as well, and there's free Wi-Fi available. For more information, call 313-865-1288. That's 313-865-1288 for Nandy's Knowledge Cafe. Nandy's is located at 12511 Woodward Avenue in Highland Park, Michigan. Regular hours are Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And be sure to inquire about the poetry night, the book club meeting, and dance classes for all ages. Once again, Nandy's Knowledge Cafe. For more information, call 313-865-1288. Nandy's Knowledge Cafe is where knowledge is power. Hello, African History Network family. This is Michael Imhotep, host of the African History Network show. I want to let you know that 2 of my new lectures are available now. Great African Women in History, The Mothers of Civilization, Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 was recorded June 22nd and June 23rd of 2013 in Raleigh, North Carolina at the North Carolina Natural Hair Care Expo. I deal with some well-known and some not-so-well-known African women in our history, including Queen Nzinga, Ma'at, who is the personification of truth, justice, righteousness, balance, harmony, order, and reciprocity, Dr. Patricia Bath, Angela Davis, Osset, or Isis, the mother of Heru and part of the first holy trinity of Asar, Aset, and Heru. Queen Charlotte Sophia, Asada Shakur, Madam C.J. Walker, Queen T, Henrietta Lacks, and more. This is a fantastic presentation. Part 1 is item number 703 at theafricanhistorynetwork.com, theafricanhistorynetwork.com, and Part 2 is available, which was recorded in Detroit July 27th. It's 4.5 hours. It's item number 704. In Part 2, I deal with some more great African women in history, as well as dealing with economic empowerment and the fallout to the George Zimmerman verdict. So be sure to get your copies today. Visit theafricanhistorynetwork.com, theafricanhistorynetwork.com. You can also give us a call with any questions at 313-462-0003, 313-462-0003. Mod Hotep, and remember, right knowledge corrects wrong behavior.
Got body fat, obesity, overweight, constipation, gas, acid reflux, gout, edema, arthritis, and swelling? We've got just the product for you from the African Aloe Ferox plant. African Aloe Ferox bitter crystals drink and tea will help to regulate, cleanse, and detoxify your body, making you much more healthier and vibrant by balancing out your entire digestive tract. Try African Aloe Ferox by Alkenaturals. You can visit our website for more details and testimonials at www.alkenaturals.com. Remember, God may forgive you, but your body won't.
Mod Hotep, everyone. This is Michael Imhotep, host of the African History Network show. I want to let you know that Saturday, December 14th in Detroit, Michigan, I'll be doing a fantastic presentation that you do not want to miss. It's entitled, Should African Americans Celebrate European Holidays? The History of Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Easter. This will be a presentation and discussion. It will take place from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the new 5E Gallery, located at 4605 Cass Avenue in Detroit, Michigan, located right at the corner of Cass and Forest Street. You want to enter in the Forest entrance and come right in the red door. It's right it's right behind the Unitarian Universalist Church. This is a free event. Donations will be accepted. This multimedia presentation will deal with the historical origins of Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Easter. We'll deal with the influence from various cultures, mythology, astronomy, and religion. Do you really know what you are celebrating? Some of the topics we'll deal with is why is Christmas celebrated on December 25th? Where do the symbols of Christmas come from? The origins of Santa Claus, and much, much more. For more information, give us a call, 313-462-0003, 313-462-0003, or visit our website, theafricanhistorynetwork.com, theafricanhistorynetwork.com. This is a free event. Donations will be accepted. I'll have DVDs on sale. And also, check out on our website, theafricanhistorynetwork.com, item number 743, which is the presentation I did on the history of Christmas in December of 2012. Remember, right knowledge corrects wrong behavior. Mod Hotep, we hope to see you there.